I'm going to show you the bookkeeping basics you need to master in 8 steps for your small business to prosper. Hi, my name is Simon, your bookkeeping buddy. Let's get into it. What is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is the accounting process of recording transactions in the book of original entry, which is the journal. Another definition, it is the systematic recording and organizing of financial transactions within your business. In the first step, you have to collect and analyze transactions. So to do that, you use source documents. Source documents are original records that provide evidence of financial transactions. These include invoices, receipts, bank statements, purchase orders, and delivery notes. Source documents serve as a foundation for financial record keeping and are used to record transactions accurately, support financial statements, and provide audit trails. Now, to analyze the transactions, you analyze the relevant accounts associated with the transactions. These accounts can be assets, liabilities, equity, income, and expenses. You should identify which elements of the financial statements are affected. Identify the specific asset, liability, income, expense, or owner's equity item affected. In other words, if it's an asset, it can be cash, inventory, accounts receivable, machinery, etc., etc. Then you decide if the identified item is increasing or decreasing by applying the accounting equation. Let's do some examples with these two transactions. Let's say you're starting a business. On the 15th of August, you started a business as a computer retailer. You draw money from your savings account and open a bank account in the name of your business and pay 150,000. In the second transaction, your company negotiates a loan from X Bank for an amount of 200,000. So let's analyze the first transaction. The asset account bank increases by 150,000 and the owner's equity account capital increases by 150,000. And using the double entry method, a debit and a credit, the asset increases on the left hand side, the bank. So we debit it, and the owner's equity account increases on the left hand side. So we credit the capital account. With the second transaction, the asset account bank is increased by 600,000 and the liability account borrowings is increased by 600,000. Now, using the double entry method, we know to increase an asset, we make a debit or a left-hand entry. And to increase a liability, we make a credit or a right-hand entry. After analyzing the transactions, the next step is to record them in the journal. Now, the journals are known collectively as books of original entry. It's where transactions are recorded after analyzing them. There's different types, but we'll focus on the general journal. The format, it has a date, the name of the accounts to be debited and credited, reference to account in the ledger to which transactions is to be transferred, and the amount explanation. The next step is posting. After transactions have been recorded in the journal, the effects are transferred to a ledger. This is called posting in the accounting process. Posting of journal entry information from journal to ledger may be done weekly, monthly, or at other intervals. There are other types of ledgers, but we will use the general ledger. The ledger is known as a book of original entry. And the format of the ledger, it has a date, name of the other account affected, reference to the page number in the journal, and the amount. The next step is to prepare the pre-adjustment trial balance. The last stage in processing data is to summarize the information in the general ledger by preparing a trial balance. In double entry, every transaction is recorded with equal debits and credits. This equality is tested by preparing a trial balance. To prepare a trial balance, you balance each account in the general ledger. Then you list all the accounts with their balances from the ledger. And then you total the debit and credit columns of the trial balance. Look, I know categorizing these transactions is the part of the business everyone hates. You're worried about doing it wrong and catching an audit, or leaving money on the table at tax time. That's exactly why I built the transaction impact map. It's a complete cheat sheet for every common transaction you'll hit this year. It takes the guesswork out of it so you can finish your books in 20 minutes instead of 3 hours. You can grab it at the link in the description for less than the cost of a takeout lunch. The next step is adjusting entries. Processing adjusting entries to conform to the accrual basis of accounting and preparing financial statements. Adjustments are made to ensure the statement of profit or loss reports income which has been earned and expenses which have been incurred. So let's make an example with unearned income, which is cash received in advance, which is a liability because you have an obligation to provide a service for the cash you've received. So you received 48,000 in respect of contracts taken out by customers, let's say, and the contracts span a 2-year period. At the end of the period, cash received will be earned based on the service provided, and part will remain unearned. So at the end of the period, you provided services worth 6,000 to your customers. So since we've provided services worth 6,000 to our customers, we've earned 6,000. So we're going to credit income by 6,000 and decrease our liability, which is unearned income, on the debit side by 6,000. The next step is to prepare the post-adjustment trial balance. After processing the adjusting entries, the next step is to prepare financial statements. The objective of financial statements is to provide information about an entity's position, performance, and cash flows to a wide range of users in making economic decisions. Those users may be investors, lenders, and creditors. It's important to note that financial statements are prepared on a going concern basis, which assumes the entity will continue in operation for the foreseeable future unless management intends to liquidate or cease trading. The income statement, or the profit and loss statement, which shows revenues, expenses, and profit or loss over a period of time. It reflects a company's financial performance. Financial statements include the balance sheet or the statement of financial position, which is prepared from the post-adjustment trial balance using the asset, liability, and equity elements. Assets are resources of the entity, liabilities are the obligations of the entity, and equity represents the owner's interest in the entity. So the balance sheet reports assets, liabilities, and equity at a specific point in time. It provides insight into a company's financial position. The statement of changes in equity. It reflects the increases or decreases in the net assets or wealth of an entity for a period of time. The statement of changes in equity presents changes in equity separated into the following: owner changes in equity and non-owner changes in equity. Owner changes in equity arise from transactions with owners in their capacity as owners. They incorporate contributions to capital by owners, which increases equity, and distributions to owners, which decreases equity. Non-owner changes in equity arise from income and expense transactions. Next stage is closing the books. Income and expenses are statement of profit or loss accounts that relate to income earned for a period and expenses incurred for a period. These accounts don't have balances that carry forward from one period to the next, and the account balances need to be cleared before transactions of the following period can be posted. Updating the owner's equity. There's 4 types of transactions: contributions by the owner, distributions to the owner, earning of income, and expenses incurred. So closing entries serves the purpose of transferring the end of period balances in the income and expense accounts, as well as the distributions account to the capital account. So the balance on capital account in the statement of financial position represents correct amounts of the owner's interest in the business. The information for the income and expense items on the statement of profit or loss is taken from the balances on each income and expense account in the post-adjustment trial balance. Distributions to the owner need to be cleared. The balances on the income and expense accounts are transferred to the owner's equity through temporary accounts known as trading account and the profit or loss account. These accounts accumulate the income and expenses of the period before transferring the profit or loss to the owner's capital account. The balance on the distributions account is transferred to the owner's capital account. Closing the sales and cost of sales. Trading activities of the enterprise need to be closed off to the trading account. And closing the trading account after the sales and cost of sales account have been closed off, the balance on the trading account represents gross profit, which is transferred to profit or loss account. The income accounts, they have a right-hand account, so to clear them you need a left-hand account. And the expense accounts, to clear them you need a right-hand entry since they are left-hand accounts. So these can be your salaries, rent, water, and electricity. And distributions are transferred to the capital account. Processing of closing entries at the end of the period. As with adjusting entries, the closing entries need to be entered in the general journal and posted to the general ledger.